You're watching 40 Entrepreneur Drive. Hey, this is Kenya. 40 Entrepreneur Drive is the channel you're watching. I am taking some notes because I'm trying to get some information for myself and also to document, which I'm finding out, strangely enough, is harder than it seems. So I was just on the phone with my local Office of Small Business here in Fort Worth, Texas, and I was wanting to get a meeting set up so that I could find out what they do, what they offer, and of course, learn for myself so that I could take advantage of it. Excuse me, this is the second time in 2 weeks that I was told in no uncertain terms that that's not going to be possible because they're very careful of how their public image is and how their public image may be interpreted. So if you guys look at one of my previous videos on business mailboxes, PO boxes, I was attempting to do a video at my local UPS store, which is where I have a business, which is where my business address is located at the UPS store. It's basically a PO box. But the manager there, in no uncertain terms, did not want me to film or feature the store at all. Even though I'm a customer, he did not want it. He didn't want to be didn't want me to cover the store. So now I'm kind of facing the same thing where it was informative. It was very informative. I did learn some things in the short conversation, but the coordinator there let me know that the OSB, or the Office of Small Business here in Fort Worth, is funded by the government. They are funded by the Small Business Administration, which is part of the Department of Labor. And as such, they have very strict rules and policies and procedures to follow. And so they can't just have your average Joe like myself going up there all willy-nilly and making a blog or a vlog. Now, of course, she told me she can't stop me from recording my own experiences, but she encouraged me to go to their website and look up the information and to engage. She told me the best thing for me to do. Well, first she told me two things. One I don't agree with, but I'm gonna keep it in mind. The first thing she told me to do was maybe not document until I fully understand everything what's going on. In other words, you guys know I'm blogging as I go along. I'm blogging my journey. I'm blogging what I'm learning. I'm blogging what it's like to go into business and succeed when you don't have the training or the background or the connections. And she was telling me it's probably not a good idea to blog about what you're doing until you understand what you're doing. I'll let that marinate because I'm going to let it marinate too. I disagree. I initially disagree, but I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, and I'm going to keep it in mind. The second thing she told me to do is the best way for me to really learn is to engage with my community, to be a part of the community, and to get out there and really participate. But me being in a position that I'm in, I don't know what I don't know. Like, I don't know what's out there, but that's why I'm doing my research. I'm writing down names and numbers and contact information. Actually, I'm starting off getting my information for the schools that I want to interview. I mentioned that in one of my previous videos about cleaning up my channel, which is why I have some of my sleep streams unlisted. Because, I mean, they're fun to do, but I don't want it to take away from what I'm doing as a channel. But I do want to I do want to feature some of these schools that have some entrepreneurship and leadership programs in the area, and I think that might go through. But as I came across one particular list, it kind of took me in a different direction, and that's when I started reaching out to some of my local mentorship programs, financial coaching programs. I said mentoring already, didn't I? Leadership programs, and then the Fort Worth Office of Small Business. So yes, she told me to go to the website. She said that they are very public. They're very visible to the public. I guess in other words, she was telling me, if people want to become business people, we're right here. We're not hiding. We're in plain sight. If people want to know and people are seeking out, like I'm seeking out, they will find us. So I I think there's definitely some truth to that. I wouldn't have known about it if I hadn't put in the effort to look it up. But at the same time, sometimes you don't know what to look for. So it's a journey in itself. It's a journey to find your path, to find your way, to find where you're even trying to go. It's like right now I feel like I'm lost in a jungle. I don't know where the closest village is. I don't know where civilization is, but I know I want to get out of the jungle. I know that I have to get out of the foliage that I'm trapped in. I can look up, I can see sunlight sometimes, beyond the canopy, but for the most part, I look around me and I see nothing but trees. I don't know which direction to go. If I keep going in one direction, in one line long enough, I'm probably going to find the edge of the forest. Now, the edge of the forest or jungle might be right behind me. It might be a few meters to the left of me or to the right of me. I don't know. But I do know I do have to just put one foot in front of the other and just keep going and hopefully find clues along the way to get out the vastness. And that's what I'm doing right now. I was hoping I could find a shortcut. She would have been my shortcut as far as showing you guys, hey, this is what's here. Just follow this steps right here, A, B, C, X, Y, Z. But maybe there's something to that. Maybe there's something to that. In the next video, I will definitely be covering more of what it means to be engaged in your community and to learn about business by learning about business.